Hello, this is a quick project update on the manufacturing. Here is the project so far, the knife block, and I'm just doing a quick simple test of how it functions so far and what's next. So at the moment, as you can see, the shell is pretty much there. All the metal strips are attached with bolts along here. As you can see on the inside, it's bolted in and secured. Um, and what I kept these protective covers on because I haven't done the sides yet. Once I've done the sides, I would peel these off and then leave it as this sort of finish. So this is a quick um, video to show what's next. So the next thing I'm looking for is the mechanism. So as you can see, I've already placed the selected knives from my kitchen into the slots, just to make sure the slots are big enough, which they are. I designed the slots so they're equal size, meaning that different size knives can go in, and they're big enough for the biggest size knife. Um, they're quite long as well because I want to have the magnet hold up here, and then when you want to sharpen it, you just push down and out. That's the general idea for this project. Um, so all the knives do fit in. The obviously with these two knives, the handle is heavier than the actual blade, so it kind of like leans towards the blade rather than into the knife block. But that's what the magnets are there for. The magnets are there for to keep the knife securely in the mechanism. So if I take these knives out quickly, now this knife, which is a bread knife, is the longest knife in my kitchen. Um, it's about 20 centimeters long blade, and that's quite long for a blade. So when I slot this in here, for example, as you can see, I've designed it really well and allowed it to fit in nice and tight to the end of the knife block, which I'm really pleased about. I'm pleased that I've calculated it correctly. These fixings would not affect the mechanism at all because they're on the rim, or they're part of the body, and they won't affect the knife's path because the slots are in between there. If I quickly get the one problem I've noticed so far is that this end slot here is for scissors. So these were the scissors in my kitchen, and as you can see right here, they don't fit in. Um, Obviously, I designed the slot to try and fit knives as comfy as possible without being too wide because that could ruin aesthetics. Um, what I have found out is that if I open the blade of the scissors and slot them in, the whole thing pretty much fits in. But from the inside, it doesn't look great. It doesn't look safe, and it's pretty unpractical. So what I'm going to do is file this slot. I'm going to file the edges out a little bit to make it slightly wider, so a pair of scissors like these can fit in. So that will be allocated as a scissor slot, which originally it was. But apart from that, that's what the project looks like so far. The next step is to um, design the mechanism in the end. Well, not design, manufacture the mechanism, the magnet and the sharpening mechanism on the inside, put together with the sides, take off the protective covering, and it should be done. Must note that at this point of manufacturing, there has been delays with ordering materials and processes going wrong, such as the original idea of having steel strips, which is now replaced with aluminium strips. Due to this, the original idea of having EL wire inside to make it more aesthetically attractive in the dark room, I'm probably going to cut that out just to save time so I could dedicate it into more of the actual proper functions of the product. If I did have extra time, i.e., not have all these interruptions, these delays in my manufacturing, I probably would still consider to add it in depending on the size of the circuitry and stuff. Um, which is a shame because my client asked for it and I thought it was a quite a nice feature to have like a white glow effect, but unfortunately it just won't happen. But that's it so far. So that's the update on my manufacturing, and yeah, next video should be when it's done.